photography fans, and welcome to another episode about classic cameras and classic photo gear. In today's episode, we would like to talk to you about this beautiful classic German camera. Now, it doesn't have many features and it's not very beautiful, but it's still a classic camera. And on this channel, we talk about classic beauties. So let's take a closer look at it and see what this camera has to offer. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful Steiner Steinette camera, built in 1958. Steiner is a manufacturer of optical binoculars, and at one point they obviously made cameras, and this is one of their offsprings, Steinette. They made a couple different models. One of them was Hunter 35, Reporter, Steinette RF, which had an uncoupled rangefinder. This Steinette was also sold by Fotobrella in Cologne in around 1958. So what's the big deal about this camera? Well, actually though, there's no big deal. I got it for like $7 on eBay. Very cool looking camera. I thought, well, why not bring it home and shoot some film with it? So I did. Unfortunately, it has a light leak, and quite a big one. And I believe it could be through this nonsense crooked plate on the bottom. But regardless, it's still a classic beauty. So let's talk about it in more details. Well, this camera features Steiner Bayerth. I can't pronounce that German name, so I'll just zoom in on it. You can read it yourself. It's a 3.5 45mm focal length lens. It seems like it has a rangefinder, but it's just an optical viewfinder. There's no rangefinder on this camera. It's easy to use because it's an easy camera. Simply cock the shutter, press the button, and it shoots a picture. On top of it, you have the little lever, which is apparently missing a tab, which you use to select your aperture. So I just kind of like push it like that. Aperture ranges from 3.5 to f16, which is okay. Who needs f22? Did you ever shoot f22? No. On the front of the camera, you have this knurled ring, which is standard on most cameras, which you use to select the shutter speed. Not much going on here. You have 25th of a second, 50th, 100th, 200th, and a beep. Simple as that. Basically, you set it and forget it, like the grill people. To focus the camera, you have yet another ring right in front of the camera on the lens, which you turn and it focuses from 3.5 feet to infinity, and it does it pretty smoothly. Pretty smooth camera. Then you look through the viewfinder. You focus. You don't focus. Then you look through the viewfinder and you take a picture. Now, in the back of the camera, you have a very nifty table. It tells you the ISO or ASA of the film, the lighting condition, and what aperture you should be using for that particular lighting condition or weather condition. You have very dull, cloudy, hazy sun, bright sun. It tells you the film speed, and it tells you color, which is spelled with a U, so maybe Canadian model, or maybe made for export to Britain. And then you have black and white film, which I don't understand. On the bottom, you have the mechanism to open the bottom plate and to load the film. on which, on the bottom little opening tab, you have Western Germany. So it was made after the war, obviously. There were no Eastern and Western Germany prior to the war. So let's open this beauty and see what's inside. So basically you turn this so that the log is on O instead of a C, and the bottom pops out. And what do you have? This very much resembles like early Leicas or Zorkis and the way you load the film. So basically you have a spool onto which, it's a very funky looking spool, onto which the film spools on, and then you put your fresh roll here and you wind the film. There's a little plate there, so between the plate and onto the spool, and everything is good from there. I still don't understand how I'm getting light leaks, since this is pretty foolproof and light-proof method of closing the camera, but nevertheless there's some crazy light leaks. So let me put it back together. Basically you just put it in, align the log with the C, and your camera is closed. On the right hand side here you have a little counter which tells you the frame number, and then you cock it by turning the lever or the knob not this way, but actually this way. Well, so yeah, like you would do a lever. So clunk, and it clicks, and that's fire. Beautiful sound. Just these mechanics are just amazing. So hopefully one day I'll figure out how I'm getting light leaks on this camera, because not all the frames, but a lot of frames they have terrible light leaks, like haze on them. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe one day I'll figure this out. This camera does have a cold shoe, and on the lens you have your flash sync port. In order to rewind the film, you have the small mechanism, small tab, which you press, and then you turn your rewind knob in the direction of the arrow, which nicely rewinds the film. That's pretty much it about this camera. It was a cheap camera, not much information on the internet, but it couldn't have been a highly collectible camera. It came to me in this rather beautiful case, very nice case. It's got like red velvet in it, red velvet. It's very well made, with the exception of the strap. The strap just gave out the ghost, and it did so while it was mounted on the bicycle handle while I was bicycling, and it just hit the ground. But nothing happened to this beautiful camera, thanks to the German engineering of the shockproof protected case. Very nice. So let me put it back in its storage case. In the back of the storage case you have stamped genuine leather, so you know this is no BS platter or fake stuff. This is real deal. And that's it. Not a name on this camera, which not a name on the case, which I'm surprised. Normally they would stamp like Steinette or Steinette on top, so maybe it was a very low cost camera at the time. So photography fans, I hope you enjoyed this short overview of this beautiful Steiner Steinette camera from 1956, made in West Germany, as the name on it suggested. Subscribe to this channel. I have over 900 subscribers. Yes, when I started this channel, when I recorded the first video, I never suspected to have nearly as many subscribers. So I wonder how many of you guys come in just to see my beautiful face, and how many actually come in to look at the cameras. But regardless, both of us, beautiful cameras and beautiful me, are here. So stay tuned. There are more video coming. There are more video comings. There are more videos coming, and we're going to be doing some darkroom work. Today I did some prints. Let me take them down. So I did some prints today on two types of paper. One is a Ilford glossy paper, which are the 8x10s prints, and this is just Arista EU grade 2 luster or pearl paper 5x7. And these pictures, these negatives were from my RB67, which I'm really hoping to do an overview one day, but there are so many good videos on, I guess it's late, on YouTube regarding RB67 that I don't want to just put my 2 cents, but maybe one day I will, after a couple of beers, when I'm ready for that. Anyways, stay tuned, subscribe to this channel, more videos coming like I mentioned, and don't forget, keep shooting film and keep the film alive.